and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Ohtani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again. I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I wanted to yell was fuck! Hey, welcome into another episode of the Todd Fox Show on the Halos in the Infield post-game show network, podcast, whatever you want to call it. Welcome into a show where, hold on,
it's Roger Lodge. Ohtani tomorrow on AM 830. Be sure to tune in for Ohtani's Son show on AM 830 because it's going to be Ohtani 24/7. Can you count how many times I'm going to mention Shohei and tell James from the hotline to heaven, please play some Ohtani highlights. I want to hear those 6 straight strikeouts. Oh! Shohei Ohtani to left field in the first. Those biceps are just in my mind all night as I start tomorrow's show. Oh yeah, it's going to be a you know what fest tomorrow on AM 830. So I challenge any of you, if you dare to still listen or are a Halo honk of that show or Roger Lodge fan, I challenge any of you to give me the number. I'm going to try to listen in the first hour of the show tomorrow and see exactly how many times he mentions Shohei Ohtani or how many times he replays some replay that really doesn't need to be because it's filler, it's show filler for his show, and he doesn't have the content to really have a 3-hour show. Somehow he has a 3-hour show. So that's another story for another day. That hack we could talk about whenever. I could talk forever about that hack. Anyway, enough about John Stamos lover, Roger Lodge. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of today's show, which is the Ohtani show. 6-0. Angels did all their scoring in the first inning. Odorizzi really didn't look good. And you know what's funny? Isn't it nice to laugh at another team who doesn't get the calls, balls and strikes? For once, it's nice to say, hey, you know what? F you. Haha, that's funny. Because every other team has been able to get the advantage on the Angels, whether it's replay calls, whether it's the strike zone. And you know what? The Angels got the benefit of all the calls. There were some close-ass calls that should have been strikes for the Astros and were not. And that led to the big inning that led to Shohei Ohtani's bunt single, the big double off the left field wall to score the 2 runs. I mean, they were gifted those runs, but hey, we'll take it. This is a well-pitched game, a one-hit shutout. And one of the things that kind of upset me again, it's Madden's, he just gets me upset in certain times. I'm starting to feel what the Cubs fans felt at the last couple of years they had Madden. It's like, okay, he pitched 80 innings or 80 pitches. He had the 6 innings pitched. He had 12 strikeouts. Give him a chance to get that 13th to give him a career high. He tied his career high. At least try to let him get that 13th strikeout. Making him throw 100 pitches this early in the season is not a bad thing. His arm, I think looks stretched out to me. So I don't understand, again, why we have a pitch limit on these guys. A lot of fans are going to say, oh, well, you need him for later on the season or you know what, it's too early to have him go pitches like this. It's like, no, I've already seen pitchers go to 100 to 110 already in certain games, in certain situations. I'm not saying let him finish the game per se. I mean, unless he had a perfect game still intact, I would have said let him go. However, at least let him pitch the 7 innings. I thought that was real Bush League, taking him out after the 6th inning. But credit to the pitching staff to go over there. Every last one of them went over there. Canning, Noah Syndergaard, Jaime, all of them went over there and congratulated him. I thought that was really cool. The team really picked him up. There's a different feeling when he pitches. So when he came out there and he did a hell of a job tonight, he deserved that win. He deserved the one-hit shutout. And the bullpen picked him up too. I mean, you saw a really good inning by Raciel Iglesias. Tepera looked good tonight. The Astros were just, they were stymied most of the night. And let's go through the numbers real quick before we get into any of these comments. Comments are coming in fast and furious. Ohtani was 2 for 4 at leadoff with 2 RBIs. Like I said, he had that those big 2 hits early in the game. Ward went 1 for 4. Walsh went 0 for 4, but he did score a run. He struck out 3 times tonight. He had the hat trick. Rendon 1 for 3. Barsh went 2 for 2, including a walk, and then so another productive game. Stassi. Woo! I'm telling you, if spoiler alert, it's not Stassi for the Nacho Night, because Stassi could have got it had they lost this game. Check out his line right here: 1 strikeout, 0 for 4, 7 men left on base. Holy shit! 7 guys left on base. Joe Adele didn't do too much better. He was 1 for 4 and a strikeout. He left 5 guys on base. Tyler Wade went 1 for 3. He got a walk as well, so that's still a productive time. 2 men on. Vasquez, unfortunately, again, look, I'm rooting for this guy. I really want to see his bat come alive, but unfortunately he's batting 143. He went 0 for 4 today. There's a shit ton of offers in the Houston side, so I'm not going to get to that. Pitching again, Ohtani, 6 innings solid, 1 hit, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts to pair 2 innings of perfect baseball, 2 strikeouts, another inning perfect for Iglesias, 1 strikeout. This was huge. The Texas two-step, which we talked about on the podcast. If you guys don't listen in to me and Fernando, Randy, and then sometimes Courtney and a few others like James will jump in. Please give it a 5-star rating. Had to go with that shameless plug early on the show. But we talked about the Texas two-step. We talked about how important this was. I'm going to toot my own horn since I really don't like to toot my own horn, but the other people on the podcast usually do when they're right, and they're right a lot. So I was right this time. They said the Angels were going to win 1 out of 3. I said 2 out of 3. Hell yeah! I called 2 for 3 on the podcast before the Houston series, and not bad to go to Texas and Houston and take 4 out of 6. Nice little road trip. We come home against 2 beatable teams. 3 games over 500. It's early, yes, but the big goal is to finish April above 500 and hopefully close to second or first place. And right now we're in first place, so let's take 1 game at a time and see what we do on Friday, a much-needed off day. Mike Trout returns for the Baltimore series, so let's all look ahead to that. But again, impressive. They looked pretty flat in the homestand against Houston, losing 3 out of 4. They go into Houston, and they do a really good job winning 2 out of 3. So that's all you can ask. They beat a very tough pitcher in Valdez the other night. Ohtani goes off tonight. I'm very happy. What are your feelings about the Angels beating the Astros, going head-to-head with them? And so far in 7 games, they're 3-4. We're going to try to even that or go above that the next time we take them on. Because remember, we played them now 7 times. We got 12 more meetings with them throughout the season. Those are going to be key. We haven't even played Seattle yet. We haven't even played Oakland yet. So we got a lot of division games left to go. But unfortunately, I think we're going to play the bulk of those at the during next month's schedule and the following month in June. So with that being said, let's get to real quick the Nacho Night. We're going to get to Paul Sereno's award, which he likes to give away. He's the king of the nachos. It's presented by, once again, Paul Sereno, our lazy-ass, fat-ass hitting coach, and we win despite him. So we give the award for worst player of the night. It could go to the Angels. It could go to the Astros. It is...
All right, folks, it's Nacho Night.
Nacho Night segment, and as we get into the Nacho Night segment, it goes to our boy that was really frustrated tonight, and that is Jake Odorizzi. He falls to 0-2. He pitched 2/3 of an inning, didn't get out of the first inning, 2 hits allowed, 6 runs allowed, 3 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. So his line was not good at all. He got lit up early. He let his temper get the best of him. But hey, what can you say when the umps are that bad? And again, we have been on the other side of letting the other teams benefit with the strike zone. It was nice to see finally it go our way, and against Houston of all teams, which I thought Houston was Teflon and didn't get bad calls. All right, so let's move over to the comments. How's everyone doing tonight? JT says, are we good now? Give the Nacho Night to Stassi. It should have been, but it goes to Odorizzi. World Series champs, I'm not trying to jinx, but I said a few lives ago, I said the Angels are going to beat the Braves in the World Series. Ajax says, okay. JT says, we won. Greatest baseball movie ever. Oh, that's true. When Danny Glover said that with the Angels, he's like, on that Halos in the outfield thing where, or Angels in the outfield, when he was like, wait, we won? Light that baby up. Jay Cruz says, you still want the Angels to get Odorizzi. See, he remembers that from last year. Jay Cruz and a couple of these other guys remember when I did the lives, and I was really pushing for Odorizzi. I thought he would fit in good with the rotation. And keep in mind, I mean, we had nobody last year outside of Ohtani. And I thought maybe he could give protection for Ohtani. boy, was I wrong, okay? Because he didn't have a great season last year, and I'm surprised he came back here with Houston this year, and he doesn't look good out the gate. Best performance I've seen all day. Matt, you've used that back-to-back. Mateo says, Jason Castro's beyond evil because he broke Ohtani's perfecto. And, yes, he also got that a bullshit call last year where it should have been reversed as a foul ball, and that double led to an Angels loss in Houston. Luis Torres says, amazing game. Roger is masturbating in the bathroom right now over the performance, Grillmaster says. And without Mike Trout, by the way, Ronan says. Yes, a nice victory without Trout. Let's see. That's just sacrilegious right there, Grillmaster. Man, the pitching rotation is getting better and better, Luis says, and that's the one thing we have not been able to say as Angels fans in a very long time. So that is a breath of fresh air, even though it's early in the season. The pitching rotation looks good. And if you look down to the minors, there's guys creeping up there too. So again, we're at a spot we have not seen as Angel fans in quite some time. JT also says, even though we had a phenomenal first inning, is anyone else somewhat unsettled considering that the fact that nothing happened after? It's okay, JT, because we didn't let anything happen on their side either, with the exception of Castro's hit. But yeah, it's a little alarming they couldn't get things to go, but they had a few rallies here and there. They had guys at third, they had guys at second, they just couldn't get them in. So it's not like they went 1, 2, 3 all the way through. The Angels were at least pressuring here and there. It's not too concerning. I still take the win. When they got those 6 runs in the first inning, I called game right away. I didn't think, even in that Houston place, I didn't think they were going to get nothing off Ohtani. I didn't think he was that good today, but I just didn't think they were going to get 7 runs off him or the bullpen. Ohtani is God tier today on the mound. Wow, along with those 2 hits and RBIs, Vladdy Nuke says. Ajax says World Series champions, not trying to jinx it. He was saying that on the 20th anniversary, the Angels trying to win the World Series like the Braves did on their 50th anniversary. Yvette said, no, Jax, just old-fashioned forgotten baseball. Wow, isn't that true? The last 2 games, we put pressure all over the opponent, all over the pitching staff, had runners on base all the time, just messing with the, having good, even in strikeout situations. Did you notice there wasn't hardly any 3-pitch strikeouts, 4-pitch strikeouts? A lot of these guys were working the accounts, including Adele, to 3-ball, 2-strike counts. That's good. You're making the opponents pitch a lot of pitches, and that's good. That's something that other teams use against us, and it's nice to see, at least in the last couple games, like Yvette says, small ball, and we're taking pitches, and we're making the pitchers work. Thank you, Baltimore, for first place. Yes, Baltimore beat Oakland today in front of a record low crowd of only less than 3,000. So you're talking about less than what goes to a minor league baseball game, like in the Inland Empire, can probably pull in more fans than Oakland did in a 54,000-seat stadium. That must have looked terrible. They probably had more cardboard cutouts there in 2020 than what they had today. Grillmaster says the offense just died after the first inning. Or is dead for the Baltimore series. Guess we're ready to play Houston. Okay, let's see, Mateo. We still in first? Yes, we are. Coming home against the Baltimore Horribles, 5-2. There you go. Again, we have a 7-game series. We have 3 with Baltimore and 4 with Ohio. So close to a no-hitter, and almost so close, Ajax, to a perfect game. Now imagine if Ohtani would have thrown a no-hitter or a perfect game. It would have broke the internet. Because back in the day when Hideo Nomo did it for the Dodgers, how big that was, and that was with no internet. Imagine what freaking Ohtani could have did with the internet, with social media. This thing would have been going for days. It would have been amazing. It would have broke the internet. Oh, man. Would have been amazing. Would have been amazing. I wish Ohtani could have got 13. I still say that's kind of messed up. Madden should have let him go out there to get a career high. 5-2 on the Texas two-step isn't bad. That's true. 5-2. There you go. Ohtani looked like an ace tonight. He sure did. Connor said maybe we probably be out the pitch after the next rotation. Wait, we probably be out of the pitch count after the next rotation. I hope so, because I want these guys to go longer in games. Ryu says 2 out of 3. Let's go Halos. Geez, we had the Astros switch their pitchers in the 6 or 7 times, Ajax. Yeah, we were pressuring them a lot tonight. About to film this series. Oh, go film this series. Grillmaster says, have the umpires been listening to us? We actually did get the calls our way tonight. Yes, we did, Yvette, which is crazy because that's not usually the norm, right? Bad race horse names to call during a race at the finish line, hung like a horse. Oh, jeez. That's a little early for the comedy. I think Fletcher should stay on the bench. This lineup is working for us even without Trout, dugout talk says. And that's something that a lot of people are going to say. What do we do with Fletcher when he comes back? Because, again, if Velasquez is hitting like 270 right now, and I know it's early in the season, 13 games in, but if he's hovering around 270, you can't keep him out of the lineup. The fact he's hitting 143 right now and he went 0 for 4 today, Fletcher's going to come right back into that lineup. There's no doubt. But I think they might find a spot for him despite that because his defense is just so damn good. You just want his bat to turn around. You hate to take away at bats from a guy who's been hitting like Duffy. Duffy's like, I think 9 for 22 or something like that, something ridiculous. And then and he's gotten very little playing time. And then you got Wade, who again has productive outs and works pitches. It's a good problem to have, but again, man, you hate to take away bats away from these guys. Todd, my mom says hello. Tell her I said hello, Mrs. I hope I say it right, Carlini. And do we hate Castro now? No, we don't. I don't think we do. He hasn't done too much against us. Ajax says no homer again. We just trying to get runs here and there. We aren't trying to hit bombs like last year, and I hope it continues. Angels fandom says what a game by Shohei. Let's see. Yvette says or Mateo says, oh, hold on, we got a call early. Do me a favor. Let me catch up on these comments and give me a call back. Whoever just called in right now, give me a call back in like 5-10 minutes. I'll put the call out there and we'll go to the calls. Let me just catch up on these comments. I don't want too many of these comments to go by without getting into them. What a game by Shohei. That's from Twitch. Angel Fandom on 13. Yes, because we broke the perfecto. Mateo says 2 out of 3. Ajax is loving that. Dominating these bitches was awesome. David Hernandez says, yes, they are bitches. James, can you replay Otani? Man, he's going to be replaying so much tomorrow on the show. I'm telling you, tune in to AM 8:30 tomorrow and see how many times he mentions Otani and goes, oh, because that's what he's going to be doing all day. That was Texas size victory. Grillmaster says. Rally Chris says, Rally Chris strikes again. Called it. We take 2 out of 3. Astros just passed the torch to the Angels for the AL West. Astros behind us a game and a half in 4th place. Look, I'm telling you, it's way too early to be looking at the standings. You can as fans. That's fine. April and May is when I'm just considering us staying relevant in close to 1st or 2nd place and above 500. And right now we're above expectations, but again, it's early. I want to see us hopefully between 5 and 7 games over. That's my goal. Hopefully for the end of April, and then let's see what May gives us. I do think this team can continue winning like this. I really do. Otani was amazing tonight, Grillmaster says. Are the Mendozas playing? They play, I think, later. Trout better be back unless Madden is being a pussy again. I think he's going to be back. They said for sure he's going to be back for the O's series. Ajax is saying easy sweep. O's are trash. O's can't hit, but they sure can pitch. That young pitching staff is going to be good, so the Angels should take the same approach they've been doing against Houston the last couple of days. Work the counts, get on base, and force them to go to their bullpen. Their bullpen is not Houston Astros good, but the Angels should work their bullpen as best as they can as we get going. Oakland A's attendance was 2,703. That is absolutely pathetic. Nick Wallow says, I always wondered where you went after Angels Central. Oh, Nick, what's up, man? Glad to have you on here on YouTube. Check in, like the page, man. Yeah, I've been away from there for a little bit. Yvette says, someone need, let's see, Squark, Squid, Andrew Velasquez. I want that kid to stay. His defense is fire. Vladdy's Nuke says, this is the year. Please just need to stay healthy. Take us back to the postseason. That is the freaking goal, isn't it? There was a fight in my school today. All right, Ajax. Who won that one? Speaking of temper, did you see Brantley break his bat after the strikeout? Yeah, you know what? A lot of these guys have tempers. If you notice, Bregman is probably the biggest bitch out there for Houston. If he doesn't get one call go his way out of 15, he gets pretty damn upset and throws a tantrum. If you notice, he stands there, looks back at the ump and says, are you kidding me? I'm Alex Bregman. Do you not know I'm Alex Bregman? My name is Alex Bregman. My wife knows my name is Alex Bregman. Don't you know my name is Alex Bregman? Can't you read Bregman on the back of my jersey? I get calls. I'm a Houston Astro. We get everything going our way. We're the trash Stros. No, it's like that dude complains over everything.
Yet the Angels players are supposed to just sit there, and then the Houston media, I've seen reports and what they talk about, our players get upset over calls. It's like, dude, you guys are the king at getting calls. Shut the hell up for once. My God. The lowest attendance ever since 1980, Angel fan page says for Oakland. Yes, they had under 3,000. Jack says, stop the season. Let us go to the playoffs now. Am I the only one on Twitch right now? I think you are, Angels fandom. Sometimes we get a bunch of people over there and sometimes we don't. But if you're over there, let the other Angel fans know about it and spread the word. That would I'd really appreciate that, because we get about like 10 or 12 only over there at times. So the more the merrier, obviously. Light that baby up, he says also. We had Cobb Grillmaster says, Todd, do you misread it? I said the Angels are going to do what the Braves did last year. Yeah, no, I got you, Ajax. You know, they won on their 50th year anniversary. The Angels are obviously on their 20th year anniversary. That would be hella nice and completely out of nowhere. I would take it no matter what. Let's see. What is sarcoidosis that I just said? I have no idea what that is. Let's see. Fonda ain't good. Nothing in her Honda. Okay, mathematic coming in there. See, I'm starting to get people in the Anaconda. Come on, guys. Come on. They are finally listening to me. Yvette says, yes, they are. Is Tony Danza on this live? LOL. You know, I've been told I look like Tony Danza. I'm like, damn it, dude. I don't want to look like Tony Danza. Angels look good tonight, JV says. Jason Dean says, Ohio. And then perfect games in the MLB is easier said than done. It's so damn hard to get one. James, play the soundbite of the prediction when I called in and said that the Texas series, they're going to do that they were going to do after the terrible start and win the next 3, and the offense was on fire. You called that one too. Todd, can you see Ohtani throwing a no-hitter this year? Mateo, it's very doable for a pitcher like him, but the problem is, will the manager allow him to do that? Will we see an opportunity for Ohtani to get a no-hitter, but he's got like 110 pitches going into the 9th inning, and all of a sudden Madden says, I can't risk him for the rest of the season. I'm going to pull him. So instead of making history, because Gubazov seemed to think on the telecast that he would let him finish if he had a perfect game. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Madden's been king at toss. I mean, look how many games have we had as far as complete games since Joe Madden's took over as manager? I'll wait, because I think it's only been 1. And I think it was only Sandoval, if I'm correct. I might be wrong on that, too. Grillmaster says, about a week ago, I watched Cal State Fullerton baseball team play a game. They had today's total attendance in Oakland that Oakland had. Wow. The Ohio series coming up would be great test for our pitching staff. Their offense looks phenomenal up to this point. Vladdy, look, that is a team with one of the lowest payrolls, and I get it. There's hot starts for teams like that. And they're not going to be around in the end. They just aren't. They're having a hot April, and that's good to see. It's for them. But I don't think Ohio's going to be that team that's going to give us too much problems. I still think we're going to win at least 3 out of 4 against them. I hope we do. I mean, if we split with them, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. I think we could really take that series. I know they, like you said, they have a hot offense, but right now they're pitching outside of a couple starters up at the front of that rotation. They don't really have much, and the bullpen is just sort of, they've let too many guys go. That team is just like Cincinnati. They built up, and you're thinking, man, this team's going to be good for the next 3-4 years. Their starting rotation looks solid. Their bullpen looks solid. And then one by one, they're just letting dudes go. They're letting Lindor, trade him away. I mean, all kinds of stuff like that starts happening. It's like, what are you doing? So both Ohio teams are very much a disappointment. I could listen to the Astros broadcast. It was annoying, or he had to listen to it. The vet said, last game I went to on Thursday, my campus, UC Davis, had an attendance of about 1,000. That's not bad. Fletcher makes he makes $5 million a year. Yeah, I think he's on a $27 million contract total. Wade going to Homer Friday. Ajax is calling it. Let's fucking go. Mike Mendoza says, there you go. Todd, a third leg, says hi. See, there he goes with the sexual harassment. You guys are all witness to this, right? You're all witness to this. So when I finally get a restraining order on Mathematic, you guys are, he always compliments my lips, and now he's talking about a third leg. I mean, come on. You guys got my back, right? That's sexual harassment. So many ways. Efren says, hey, y'all, Wednesday or what? Let's see. Shout out to Madden firing up the team with a Seager walk. No kidding, Efren. If that's the turning point in the season, what the hell? I mean, then we were all wrong. But it still seems wrong in so many ways. I still don't agree with it.
I'm still upset about it. But the fact is, they've been winning since, right? With the exception of the first game of that Houston game. So maybe he fired him up. Or maybe because it's 420, he fired up the team in some other way. Maybe the good helped Ohtani be better today. I don't know. But it is 420, so either they celebrated before the game or they're going to celebrate after the game. Rendon looked high as fuck. I know that right off the bat. Grillmaster's saying a split against Cleveland. Toddy got back. There we go. Jeez. Bullshit on Bunting Goodwin, or whatever his name was, Rob. Yeah, that was – if he would have got a hit, dude, right there, I think they would have beamed him for sure. The good thing about Grudum or whatever, however you say his name, is he struck out twice pretty pathetically back-to-back after that bunt attempt. And I don't like that either. In a 1-0 game, I've seen it done before where they broke up a no-hitter in a 1-0 game. I get that. But you're talking about a 6-run lead. No, you got to work for that hit. You got to, and all the respect, mad respect to Jason Castro for getting that hit. It's too early, mid-July, or August going so forth, to start looking at the standings, but I'll look at it. Yvette says, hello, Halo fam. Gigi, how you doing, Gigi? Thank you for the post and mentions. She's done a lot of that. Trastro fans left the game early today. They were pissed. Records 101 says, Rob says, road trip in Oakland. We got to be able to we're going to be able to get some good seats for 20. I think we can get a whole row for $20. You know what I mean? I think Oakland right now at this point is like, let's just get butts in the seats and maybe they'll buy food. I think, they'll make more money on the food. I mean, God damn. I mean, literally, you could buy the cheapest seat in the house and just sit right behind the dugout and pretty much them not care. And what's the security going to tell you? Oh, that's not your ticket. Really, dude? All these thousands of seats open and you're really going to try to enforce that? Come on now. Come on. Ohtani bunt for a hit was awesome. Yvette, we've been calling for that for a long time. How's Papa Fox feeling tonight? Rally Chris says he's feeling pretty good. He enjoyed that game from start to finish. That's for sure. Let's see. But you're cuter than Tony. Thank you, Gigi. So I'm getting hit on all over the place. Don't blow up my ego. I'm trying to keep my head inside the camera view. Big difference between perfect game and a no-hitter, Mike Mendoza. Absolutely. By the way, the Dodgers' god, Andrew Heaney, is injured. He's injured already? How? Give me an update on that. Las Vegas A's, here we come. Last year's Oakland for sure. Sad. Is it this year that's the last year, or they have one more year after it? I was told it was 2024. But even so, I guarantee you they're going to Vegas. I guarantee you. Trail of Tears, Ohio, since they kicked the Indians out. Yeah, that's tough, man. I really hate the fact they're not the Indians anymore. Marlins moving to Vegas, not the A's. Nah, Jacob, Marlins got that stadium, and it's really ugly, and they're staying, bro. That's too much money for them to spend not to go anywhere. You only saw Jeter leave there because he knows the team isn't trying to win. So he's done with losing, but the Marlins are going to stay there. And they'll eventually get an owner in there that's going to put a team together. They're going to win a World Series, and then they're just going to shred it like they always do. I think for them, it would have been great to see either Tampa Bay or the Marlins move to Montreal, and because they're East Coast anyway. Keep one of them in Florida, send the other one away. Florida's Miami's got the new stadium, so keep them there. Send Tampa because they're never going to get a good stadium. That's the ugliest stadium in the league next to Oakland. Move them to freaking Montreal, and then move Oakland to Las Vegas. It's going to suck because I said I like the NoCal, SoCal rivalry, but now it's going to be, SoCal, Vegas rivalry. It's just going to be like that, unfortunately. DFA Mathematic, I'm 100% with you right there. And then Nick says, Mathematic is still around. Yes, he is. We all have a leg up on that guy. Oh, jeez. At the Halos and Infield, Trastros fans are crying right now. Yes, they are. Todd, DFA me, clears some salary cap. Jeez. See, I don't know what your reference to DFA would be because you have obviously sexual reasons behind everything. Art says, what would Lodge say about today's game? Art, I went off in the first few minutes just talking about what Roger would do, but real quickly he would just be like, oh my goodness, Ohtani with a home run. No, he had a double off the wall and a walk and he had a bunt single and Ohtani had 12 strikeouts. And those biceps, oh, Ohtani. James, play the replay while I play my replay. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a love fest tomorrow. You're not going to be able to get in on his show because there's going to be so many fillers. so many freaking replays of audio. I mean, and then couple that with all the commercials of 714 tickets, and then his stories about John Stamos. So yeah, I want to see how many times he mentions our boy Ohtani tomorrow. That's gonna be crazy. Special brownies, Yvette says. Is it still sexual harassment if it comes from gals? No, Sonia, I will take that, but I will not take it from Mathematic. Oh my God, I bet Roger Lodge creamed his pants today. He sure did, Anthony. Todd, go to the prom. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Ah, jeez. Rally Chris says, remember last season, Mathematic picking on us at the game? Don't remind me, Rally. I still owe him for that. Piece of crap. He so tricked me last year at the game. Let's see. Yvette says, I was nervous all game. Hello, bro. What's up, Easy? Coach right there. Shout out to you. Left shoulder injury for Heaney already. God damn. Shoulder discomfort, Andrew Heaney. That's probably his season. I mean, good God. I mean, the fact that he came out 2-0 and 2 shutouts, that's really ridiculous. Sorry, Dodger fans. He still got angel angel doctors. Let's see. Let's check. Tampa Bay only wishes they could have had the Yorba City proposal work for them. Oh, I don't know what that means. And Lodge creamed his pants. He probably took them off during the show and asked James to wash them. No, I'm pretty sure he kept them on. Christopher Rojas says, Roger Lodge has been celebrating all week and as if he won the lotto. Where's Fletch Facts? Grillmaster says, double standards much, Todd? Absolutely. That's what I'm known for. Yes, you did trick me good. Jared Walsh, MVP 2022. He's starting slow, Juan. But I know when these 4 are in the lineup, the core 4 of Walsh, Rendon, Trout, and Ohtani, they're all going to start hitting crazy, and the guys around them are going to pick them up. And watch Walsh go off. He's going to go on a nice little streak here coming up. Trust me. Let's see. I love that, man. Shout out. You're getting it on my video. Okay. Smell that. Smells like first place for now, Christopher Rojas says. Yorba City is next to Florida near Tampon City. I don't know Florida too much. Mateo says, hello, everybody, checking in. Welcome in, Cole or Mateo. So let's get to the phone calls, 714-912-2877. The number to call in again is 714-912-2877. We got about another 10 or so minutes on the show, and then I'm going to be checking out of here. Let's see, welcome, Cole or Mateo. There you go. So the Angels get the victory today, 6-0 once again, 12 strikeouts for Ohtani. 2 more hits, the double off the wall. They got all the run protection in the first inning. And lo and behold, after 13 games, we're in first place. That's not bad. Not bad to start off the season. We're hoping that they get more victories, obviously, and they could finish out the month of April in a better spot than they did the last few seasons, because April is a very good indication of where this team's going to go. My feelings have been this for a long time. If you finish April good, it's going to follow into May, and then you're going to get into June, and you're just going to get on a freaking good streak. Beetle says, Ohtani, what a masterful performance. Absolutely. Very, very good game today. And we just hope that he can get it going, because we were kind of saddened that he started out the season 0-2. Juan says, are you coming to Toronto, Todd? I got to see when they play Toronto. If it's later in the year, I would like to go to Toronto. I mean, I've never been, and I've got to hurry up and get my passport before then. I miss the days of before 9/11 going up to Canada just willy-nilly, not even caring about, if you're a citizen or not. But now they're so strict up there, and I want to see what your prime minister's up to too, because I still think, isn't he invoking all those COVID restrictions still? I think so. Let's see. Yeah, we went 5-2 on the road trip. Mateo. Go to his page, by the way, Angels Daily News. He's starting that page up if you want to give Mateo a shout out right there. Again, call in if you want, 714-912-2877. I'm not going to be on too much longer because I've got a few things to get done. Other than that, I was hoping to get some phone calls in here. I'll just go through the scoreboard real quick. Let's see. On 420 day, the Giants are beating the Mets 5-2. How about Max Scherzer right now, dude? Max Scherzer is pitching his ass off. That could be a guy that I mean, imagine him and Ohtani, dude, right now, and Noah. But just didn't happen. The Mets have one of the best rotations in baseball. They're 9-3, although they're losing. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yeah, I'm calling from Patella High School.
Patella High School. All right, that's the home of the Leprechauns.
No, at the Pellet Knights.
Oh, the Knights. I'm gonna call them Leprechauns.
But go ahead. What's up, Rally Chris?
Yeah, I'm 2-0 when I'm calling the post game show about my predictions and everything.
Yes, sir. And you called the what is it, the 3 out of 4 in Texas and the 2 out of 3 in Houston, which is hard to do after they lose the first game, right?
Right, and I even said it yesterday. I was like, that the offense struggled in the first game, and then after that, the next 2 games, the offense is going to pick it up.
Yep. And they got it going. So I mean, like, look, if they could play small ball like this, work the pitches, get guys on, I think they're in for a good season. They got to keep it going like that. They've got the contact guys to do it. The home runs are going to come. It's like I'm not even worried about that. I think guys like Rendon and Trout and Ohtani and Walsh are going to hit their home runs. But like right now, let's just freaking get going.
Yep, and I'm calling right now. I'm thinking because last year we swept Baltimore, and I'm thinking we're going to sweep Baltimore coming up this weekend.
I think so too. I'm looking forward to it.
And I think we're gonna have like a so it's a 7-game homestand. I think we're gonna go 6-1 the homestand.
All right. See, if we go 6-1, I mean, think about it. That would put us at 14-6. 14-6 in your first 24 games is not bad at all. The last couple of years, we'd be sitting at 6-14. So yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So look ahead for that, man, and we'll be there on Friday. I'll confirm where we're sitting with you later on tonight, bro. So I'm getting the tickets with James tonight.
And also we're gonna be seeing Detmer speaking on Friday.
Okay, I thought it was. Oh, and then Noah goes on Saturday, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right, brother. We have a good night, Rally Chris.
And I'm calling because if Trout isn't lined up on Friday, he's going to hit a home run on Friday night.
All right, we'll keep that down then for Friday. Mike Trout with a homer. Because he should be back in the lineup. So we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right,
later. All right, that's a phone call right there. To call in, 714-912-2877 to hear your beautiful voice on the air. Anthony Gonzalez said the only bad thing about the Angels winning is that Madden looks like a genius by leaving Ohtani in the leadoff spot. He still needs to move him down. Exactly. I'm not giving up on that at all. I really don't like him as leadoff, but hey, we'll have to keep it going right there. Garrett Spider Tack Cole Beatles says, how about that tweet the other day where he said he was going to give out all those MacBooks or something like that, and if he pitched over 2 innings or something like 6 strikeouts or something like that, he fell short. Has Grillmaster DFA'd anyone so far this season? Swamp Furman, you know him better than that. He's DFA'd pretty much everyone on this staff already, at least 3 times. Beetle Pimp says we should be able to Osader all over the Orioles. Yes, I think so. Like the Orioles we should beat them. I know they did a good job against Oakland. They pitched pretty good. But I think we can get to that bullpen, and I think we can stop their lineup. Their lineup is not that dangerous, obviously. Stand-up pickup lines for a game show host. Would you like to go for what's behind door number 1? No. Ohtani was out of this world with the Astros. Ha-ha. And then let's see. Joking aside, Todd's cool. He checked up on me a few times, Uncle Todd. Yes, I did, Mathematic. You know I got love for you, even though you sexually harassed me at times. You're a good kid. I'm sure you're about 4 foot something, and you're a good kid. But yeah, he's got school. He's got all the pressures of being a high schooler. So I just wanted to check up on him and make sure he's okay. But I am scared of his sexual harassment on me at times. DFA Mathematic. So with that being said, I'll just run down the scores real quick unless someone calls in. Texas is beating Seattle's beating Texas with second and third, 2 out, bottom third. Milwaukee beat Pittsburgh earlier today. Ohio beat Chicago 11-1. In a doubleheader, they won both doubleheaders. Ohio beat Chicago 2-1. So they're both 6-5. So yeah, Ohio getting it done in both games.
Let's see. Philly beats Colorado. Colorado's off to a good start. They're 8-4. The stupid-ass Dodgers won today, 5-1. They're 9-3 to start the season over the Atlanta Braves. They took 2 out of 3. Also 9-5 are the San Diego Padres. They beat the pathetic Cincinnati Reds 6-0. The Reds can't score to save their lives, and they can't pitch as well. Baltimore improves to 4-8 as they beat the 7-6 Oakland A's. Tampa Bay beat the Cubs 8-2. St. Louis is now 7-3. Our boy Pujols is helping them beat Miami. New York beat Detroit. They are 7-6. Arizona won over Washington 11-2. And Toronto is beating Boston 6-1. Or no, they just beat them 6-1. And they are 7-6. They're off to a slower start than I thought. DFA Joe Madden, Vladdy Nuke says, Matt Bedingo says, do the Angels have full control over first place, or are they still tied with Seattle and Oakland? I think they have full control. Juan says, where's Randy? I think he's sleeping. Why am I the only one on Twitch? Dan Rio says, I don't know, dude. Twitch is up and down, bro. It's like the stock market. Sometimes, sometimes we have a lot of viewers on there. We'll have I think we had up to 15 one time, 15 or 20 just on there. And then, but sometimes it's cold as ice. I don't know. I guess Houston had a problem tonight. Grillmaster says, hope out our city gear is sexy. Beetle says, I'm hoping too. I've seen a couple like weird designs so far, sort of leak stuff. I think Yvette showed us in one of the on one of the chats we had. I'm hoping it looks nice. I'm hoping it doesn't go too off color. I hope that they incorporate the old school colors with something Anaheim related, not Los Angeles. Christopher Rojas says Houston got a taste of their own medicine with the umps. Safe to say they had a problem today. And, that's the thing. Like we said earlier in the show, that they are the kings at getting away with stuff. Yet they're double standards and they don't like it when it reflects back on them. So ha ha ha. That is hilarious. They finally get a taste of their own medicine tonight. So, with that being said, it's a little abbreviated show. I'm going to be on the run. Again, off day tomorrow. Enjoy the family. Get out and do stuff. And then Friday, hopefully we see some of you at the ball game, and you guys can come by and say hi. We'll let you know where we're going to be sitting. And then Saturday we'll be there too. So, I'm going to be there Friday and Saturday. So, it will be a little bit of a delay on the post game by the time I get back here after the game. So just giving you guys and gals a heads up on that. So with all that being said, you guys and gals have a good evening. The Angels went out. OOOHHHTani!